Hey guys, how is everybody? I hope everyone's doing well. Again, you know, you'll have to excuse the audio. I've got to have a fan going. I've got it sitting on the lowest setting, but it's not that bad today. It's been raining all weekend, and the beginning of the week's supposed to rain every day up in the next week, but I ain't complaining. My yard kind of looks like a desert. I'm hoping that I kind of keep you guys in frame. 395xp, we all been waiting a while on this one. I was just looking around on Farmertec. I actually went to look and see what I had actually paid for those 660 kits, and there it was, boom, the 395 kit. I said, well hell, let's just order one and see what we get. Now I need another saw, like I need a hole in my head, but we'll get to unboxing this thing. It opens without cutting my hand. But nice, very, very sharp. I've got a couple of those. I like them. I've got one of the, I can't think of what it's called, but it's got the button you mash and the blade pops out, but it seems to come out in my pocket a lot. This is like a Chinese knockoff one. I think it's still about 50 bucks, but I've got a Boker. It was around 100 bucks. It's a lot higher quality knife, but that's kind of what I carry around all the time, something like that. See what all we got going on. And I've realized I say and way more than I should in the video, but whatever it is, what it is. Got our chain brake flag. It does indeed work. It is very tight. And it does release back. Not a bad looking piece at all. I don't know when we'll put this together. I've got, let's see, the 365. I've got to do it first. And then I've got stuff to put an 026 together, I think. And after those two, we'll probably get into this if I don't decide just to ditch both of them and jump right into the 395 build. Ain't 100% what those are. It could look like handle inserts or something, but I don't know, I ain't for sure. Just two plastic pieces. Hot plastic. I'm sure it'll fit just fine. Farmertec plastic has come a long, long way. That'd be our card tray. The rest of our plastic and our air filter. I'm not going to open it right at the minute, but I'm just anxious to see what kind of quality that air filter is, because that elbow and air filter could be adapted over to mini saws, or at least I think it could be. And there's a random bag of goodies that you typically get, your fuel caps and a lot of your brackets. Those of you that build know exactly what I'm talking about. Looks like we got our clutch with the rim sprocket. That's always a good thing. We have gotten some pro level saws from Farmertec that came with spurs on them. Just is what it is. I think the 038 we done and the 044. There's our flywheel, another item that came a long way over the years. I'm really hoping I don't lose anything when I get this stuff out. I've been known to do that. Random box or a bag of rubber pieces and our turbinator. They're on a John Deere that would be your turbo. Somebody I know gets a kick out of that every time I see it. And we got some big dogs. We may be able to fit this one back in the way they had it. Tank assembly. It feels pretty dang like it's got some pretty good weight to it. They really ain't had much of a problem with Farmertec tanks in the last few years. I know some of the older ones, the tank vents were just not very good. Their muffler, we'll do something with that for sure. I may actually order a deflector and put a deflector on that one instead of a pipe. I want to try to make this one kind of nice. Who knows, we'll see at the end of the day. The Chinese kit, so it really doesn't matter. There's our gaskets. Hopefully they gave us the right crankcase gasket. That's actually just, if you'll remember the 460, they sent a 660 gasket set. I'm sure this is probably the cylinder. We'll save that for another part of the video. We'll get it out and inspect it. That box looking pretty damn rough. Guys, I videoed the whole damn thing and realized I didn't give you a look at the cylinder before someone thumbs down me over that. Let's get it out and have a look. Got our rings. I ain't really got a problem with Farmertec rings. I've honestly got them to seat. They actually seat easier than some of the other rings. They've redone their circlips. The tang on them was not near as long as it used to be. I'm trying to get this where you guys can see it, but kind of hard to do looking through that little monitor up. Wrist pin. Let me get the plastic off of this. Got our piston. I always like to check fitment. Really nice fitment. Not a bad looking piece. I mean, there's room for improvement. You know, we can clean it up a little bit. I don't like taking a lot of material from pistons. I know a lot of people do. It is like 3 horsepower. It's like the plating goes up the end of the band. Let me pull you guys off of the tripod. That's the best way to get a look at a cylinder. If they change their plating, it looks a little different, a little brighter looking, almost like it's nickel seal, but I highly doubt it. I don't know what they use. If someone knows exactly, let me know. Let's see. First things first, if we got a straight exhaust port. She don't look half bad to me. Pretty dang slick inside, really. Got some plating going up into the exhaust port. Transfers. I'll show you guys what I do with these. I don't know that I've shown porting a 395 on here. I said we've only done 2. I done them both the same way, and you know, they were pretty strong saws. He was pretty damn happy with them. And he does run a tree service. They do get used and get put into big wood. One of them, I think he said, carries a 28, and the other one a 36. So if that tells you anything. Not a bad looking cylinder. We'll know more about it when we get it on and get into some port timing numbers, but yeah, we'll get back to the video. And this is probably our box of screws and other random parts, and that is indeed what it is. And bad job on Farmertec. This box looks like shit, just like the other box. Kind of makes you wonder how long they've had these damn things sitting around before they released them. Who knows? It's something we won't know, I guess. Maybe a return shipping label. I'm not putting my glasses back on to read it and find out. Just leave it in there, who the hell knows. They do have the crankcases wrapped up nice. We'll unwrap those shortly. Here's our carburetor, I bet. If it's no good, I've got a carburetor over there from the Duke that I had on another project several years back. We could use if need be, but it seems the carburetors that come in these kits are a little better than what you just buy. Seems any Farmertec carb I've bought, just randomly buying it, if it makes sense, you better order about 3 of them. There's gonna be people say, I put an OEM one on it. Well, I don't want to buy the OEM carburetor, honestly. There's our clamps, one for the intake boot and one for the air filter. Let's leave those in there. And our AV springs. So we should be able to get most of this back in the box. Our starter cover. I know you guys want to have a look at this stuff. Well, it's kind of funny, they put some parts in those shitty busted up boxes. There's our shroud, starter cover. I'm sure we'll be upgrading the rope in it. The number 4 rope, they never come with a decent rope, it seems. It is what it is. I'll forget that up there and get caught up in the lathe after a while. Open these cases up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope I don't bore anyone away here. We've actually ported 2 395s on the channel. They were done for Simple Man's brother Calvin. One of them was, they were both really low hour saws, but one of them was about damn near a new saw. I done the same method on both saws, same timing numbers. Both the saws were animals. There's video on the channel of them. I've got video of the first one we done, buried with a 28 on it in a big piece of frozen hemlock. Saw just take anything you wanted to throw at it. I'm not going to get those out of plastic, but they don't seem to, well, hell, we may as well. That's kind of odd, they have the bar studs already installed. We have crank seals already installed. It just seems like it's a hit or miss on that. Ain't really the hugest fan of that, but it just is what it is. If they prolapse when we put the crank in, I guess we'll have to get some 395 seals, which I may have a set. I think they're the same damn seals of 288. I'm pretty sure I have a set of 288 seals here, if not a couple. It's not Cosmoline, but some other kind of lubricant they put on it to keep them from corroding. But yeah, they look pretty damn good. Pretty damn good to me. That's something I like to look at when making up cases. You can get by with a little bit if they don't line up, especially if you're using a gasket, but I've had to actually set and take a flat file to steel cases, which are not interchangeable. Sometimes you can get lucky and they will, but you can make them work. I've actually set the flat file and decked them down, I guess, but proper way would be to do it in the mill. But these cases here look awesome. We won't have to do any nonsense like that. But guys, that's kind of it in a nutshell. Like I said, I don't know when we'll get to this. I'm anxious to get it done, but I have so many projects here. But you know, it's a kit saw. They're always the funnest to do. I've told people it's kind of like doing a big model car project. But you know, you guys that build them totally get it, I know. But we should be able to make this one hotter than the others we had. We're blessed enough to have the ability. You can thank my wife for that. She bought the lathe. We have the ability to do machine work now, and if you're watching somebody and they tell you that machine work does not work, that it doesn't help, is it needed? Technically no, but guys, it makes a difference. If not, I wouldn't sit here and deck cylinders by hand and cut squish bands basically with a drill, which is not the proper way to do it. I've done that stuff since the beginning. Or about the second year I started porting, I think I cut my first squish band is an 026 with, there's my big secret, guys. There's why the 026s run so well. Most of them have had the band cut down and the base cut down, and all of it done by sanding. There's some things you've got to do that with the piston, and you know, like I said, we're blessed or we don't have to do that stuff anymore. But you can get 30-40 more PSI out of a saw with the same timing numbers and everything else the same. Common sense should tell you that it's gonna walk all over the other saw with lower compression. Now I'm not gonna start preaching that machine work's the only way to go. There's more than one way to skin a cat, but me personally, the engine builder in me all along, you know, I've known, you know, you need to keep that static compression. If you see me grind on an exhaust roof, it's either one of my own here or something I'm just correcting the timing on from doing a base gasket delete. But builds should be a little different now. There's going to be a little bit of a learning curve to the lathe. I've learned how to turn and I've learned how to face. We're going to practice on some junk here before we slide a good cylinder on it, and hopefully it's a fun experience, and you know, we make some good improvements on our saws. But I'm kind of leaning, I've got work saws everywhere here. You guys know I've been kind of getting into cookie cutting a little bit. It is fun. We can still take those saws out and work with them. It's not that big of a deal. But you know, like I was saying, if someone's telling you that machine work doesn't work, I hate that there was some misunderstandings between a couple other YouTubers and myself. I really don't know where they got that. I've never ever preached that or said it. It's just, you know, I've had to sit and do it by hand, and on the channel I like showing people things that's easy to do that they can do themselves. And not everybody's gonna be mechanically inclined enough to operate a lathe. It just, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I didn't mean to get into a big lathe and machine work discussion. We may do that in another video. I done a simple search on machine work and came up with a little bit of nothing. It just is what it is. I'm sure somebody will make a video in a day or two telling me I'm wrong, that it's not the way two strokes work, that compression don't matter. It is what it is. We get our saws out and run them, and these other guys don't, and if they do, they're in rotten or soft wood. It just is what it is. But all you other builders out there, and I'm talking all the small channels like mine, a couple big channels, you guys keep doing what you do. You know, it's just a big community. They some good, they some bad, like anything else. But anyway, I'm gonna quit running my mouth. You guys take it easy, and I hope everybody has a good week.